Hello then, viewers. Welcome back. You know what today is? It's French Cup final day. Another opportunity to tick something off our Glory Hunter list. And the team that's standing our way, unbelievably, it seems, it feels like anyway, Montpellier, of course, they are 17th currently in Ligue 1. Well, we sit now a point behind PSG, who still sadly have a game in hand on us and actually play that. Do they play this weekend? I assume they probably do. Yes, they play Dijon Mustard. So expecting them to win that one, of course. We don't have a game this weekend because of this cup fixture. We've got 2 games for you today, though, after having really good victories over Rennes and Nantes. We were beaten 5-1 by Liverpool, absolutely destroyed after our recent 4-0 victory over Lille that hopefully you saw last time. Montpellier and then Vafsi in the league are going to come up after that as well, before tomorrow's 3-game extravaganza against Toulouse, Guingamp, and then that final game against PSG. It's set up perfectly, maybe, for us to do something quite special if PSG somewhere drop a point before that. Otherwise, this is going to be a disaster, viewers. But let's waste no time. The French Cup final is here, and for us today, of course, we beat PSG in the previous round, as well as beating a few other sides. Béziers is there, Guingamp beaten, Pufut as well, another side that we dispatched pretty comfortably, and Vafsi, as I say, in the semi-final as well. So, here we go then. Final time. Montpellier. Let's run you through the team for today's game, as we're in good shape, really. Now, I realise we actually play tomorrow, so I've got an extra day of recovery, hopefully, for a few of these boys. The only player that's struggling a little bit is Byrne, but in terms of fitness, everyone else is pretty much there. In terms of injuries, we're pretty fresh. No real concerns there either. So we should be able to go at this almost full strength. The question is going to be, is it going to be Akiza, is it going to be Byrne? That's going to be the only conversation for us to have, of course, as, hopefully things are going to go well. By the way, on the history thing we talked about, I could pick any player here, couldn't I? It's still disappeared. Apparently, from what I've heard from people, it's gone forever. So that's good. Now, of course, I do have previous save files that I can maybe use to bring back a few of those histories if required. Other than that, I don't know. I might have to try and contact someone at Football Manager. I might have to use the influence that I've built up over 5 years to say, can I have the histories back, someone, please? Thank you. All right, then. Team-wise, going into this one, Akiza is going to play ahead of Byrne. Struggling a little bit. 81% conditioning. I don't really want to risk him. We could do with the rest. The good thing for us really is that Akiza is pretty much a straight swap for him. He's slightly worse in terms of quality, but in reality, Montpellier is a team that I should be beating. And of all the cup finals I've played, this is the one where I probably feel most comfortable. Like, it's a bit of a weird one, really. I've had a lot of cup finals that I felt like I was maybe the underdog. In this one, with them 17th in the league, this should be ours. Kalasa then will be in goal. Gunny and Lucas either side of Ioannidis and Schouten. We've got Mahoz, Lejeune, Akiza in the centre, Ruiz one side, Ludwig the other, with Emmanuel up top through the middle. We could have played Ortiz today, but we're going with Emmanuel, who's got a point to prove, really. As his goal scoring, we mentioned it previously, it's not quite as prolific as it was in previous seasons, but then again, what seasons, viewers? This is the first season. I'm so angry. I really hope there's a fix for this, or it fixes itself at the end of the season. I don't know. I'm hoping in sort of this weird way that if it ticks over at the end of the season, it might just return and they'll be like, oh yeah, there's loads of history as it sort of updates the new season. That's my unrealistic hope, viewers, as they're playing a 4-4-1-1, pretty similar to us, but a little bit more defensively set. If I was them, I'd be doing the same thing. And to be up front for them is their biggest danger. Great off the ball, decent finishing, first touch dribbling. So someone to look out for, but someone we should be getting the best of. Right then, can we tick off? In terms of the domestic competitions, we've done very, very well. Of course, only 2 more to go. Do you know what the one big surprise for me is throughout this series? That I've only won the Champions League once. That is one of the biggest shocks for me out of all of the situations we've been in, as we're 5 minutes in and 1-0 down. Never felt more confident, he said. Never felt more confident. Felt like this was ours to lose, really. I mean, what? It's a free kick that's sort of lofted in. We don't really move. The goalkeeper there is doing some sort of rhythmic dance. I don't know what's gone on. It's all dance rhythmic. I feel like it probably is. Most of it probably is. As we're 1-0 down, viewers. To us, Vladimir has scored. Well done, Vlad. My tactic is called Marseille. What? I love that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right, Ruiz is on it. Ball forward, not his best work. Manoz is run off it. Ruiz, though, first to react. Look at him go. Slide it through to Emmanuel, maybe no. Goes on his own. Back to Emmanuel now. Big chance, referee. Awful whistle, but there we are. It's got to be a penalty. Could even be a red card. I mean, the new rules, of course, double jeopardy and all that, probably not. But a big chance here as Mahoz to put us level after 14 minutes and does so. It's a great penalty. That's what we're talking about. 12th of the season for him. And after a 5-minute spell of feeling very, very uneasy, we're back and in the lead. Lovely stuff. This penalty will sit again. Really good. Keeper goes the wrong way entirely. He committed there to the wrong way entirely. As Mahoz gets the goal, now we're talking. I'm going to demand more from the boys as well. Come on, we can do a little bit more here as Ludwig's got a free kick that hits the side netting and goes behind. Lejeune, forward, Emmanuel's there. Oh my goodness me! It seems to come out of nothing. It was a very, very short highlight as far as highlights are concerned, as it's not back to Lejeune. It's a fantastic ball forward. The finish from Emmanuel, very, very good. You can see you work it quite neatly on that side, but then it suddenly happens very, very quickly. Lucas slides it back to Lejeune. The run from Emmanuel's brilliant. The ball, by the way, is better than I initially thought. The finish, by the way, on his left foot, very, very good as well. 2-1 up, 20 minutes gone, we lead in the French Cup final. Come on, this is what we're talking about as the ball goes out to Ruiz on this right-hand side again. Although I say that, he's playing quite sort of just inside rather than playing wide, sort of hugging the byline. He's playing more inside than he normally does. In fact, he's used to driving down the wing, viewers. Have you just seen that from Mars? He scored an absolute banger. It's 3-1. He did it recently in the game as well. He loves a long-range effort, not just a penalty. 13 goals this season. Unbelievable. This, by the way, as we were talking about the running of Ruiz, does he go inside, does he go outside? Who cares with a goal as good as this? It's a wet day in France, but I'll tell you what, let's make a comment that makes sense because it's a wet day. We're making a real splash in this cup final. That was good, Ben. Wow. I think my brain has never moved slower than that. That was horrifying. 10 minutes, 3 goals. Their goal very early on looks a million miles away now, as we may even make it 4 before half-time. Shelton's on it, goes across to Ioannidis. You're looking at players. We're managing to force that defender back to follow Emmanuel. It's creating all sorts of space in front of him as well, and behind him, I should say, as Ludwig goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Just taking his time. You can see we're probing that back line like nobody's business as the ball goes in now to Mahoz. So Keita's there. He's got runners left and right if he wants to pick them out. He finds Ruiz. It's not a great effort, but again, a nice move. The movement from our forward line, by the way, really, really good. So difficult to mark as it's 3-1 at half-time. I'm pleased, I'm passionate, and the trophy's on the line. And Sheriff, we are born winners. Wow, that is big. I've said I'm disappointed by the defensive efforts. We conceded very early. As praise everything else. Good stuff, boys. Come on now. 3-1 up. This has got to be ours for the taking. If I bottle it from here, this is as bad as some of the other ones, viewers. People are quite excited about a possible top 5 list, a list of bottle jobs in this series. Ludwig, though, goes all the way across. No one on the end of it. If Montpellier come back here, I'll be amazed. They're having a pretty tough time in Liga, and it would be pretty remarkable if they were to do it. Half an hour to go, as the time, actually, the clock is just ticking away, and it's what they don't want. It's what I absolutely want. Corner to be played in by Ludwig, right into the centre, towards the back, actually. Akiza, it's got in, viewers. Akiza's been credited with it. I think it hits the goalkeeper maybe and goes in. It's his 3rd goal of the season. We're not really missing Byrne. That was the hope, actually, that we wouldn't feel his miss today, as Ludwig's cross played in. You can see, I think Emmanuel's under it, as he knows, it's defended away. It's actually a header that goes in. There's about 3 or 4 players from Montpellier around it. It goes into the back of the net, and viewers, with a season left, thank goodness for this, the French Cup is going to be ours. It's going to be dealt with. And, again, if they come up from here, I'll be... that's what you want, viewers. That's what you want. I mean, Ortiz is going to come on up front. Emmanuel can play on the right-hand side. It's not an absolute disaster, but when you lose the man that scored 30 goals for you this season, it's never good, is it? Well, let's see how bad that is with 4 league games to go. I worry that's going to be a proper bad one. A thigh injury, though, actually, that might not be so bad. Not an ankle, not a knee injury. Probably a little hamstring injury, hopefully not a big hamstring injury, as we'll take a look at it. A bruised thigh would be perfect, enough to take him off, but anything worse than that, a pulled hamstring out for 3 months, that would be an absolute disaster. But there we are, viewers. French Cup winners. I mean, I'm a bit annoyed we didn't get more of a trophy celebration there. I didn't skip it, did I? We just didn't get one? Okay, well, it happens. I guess I wasn't playing in 3D either. That was probably a factor. But there we are. French Cup winners, as I'm very occupied by the injury to Ruiz. It is a pulled hamstring. It's not 3 months, it's a couple of weeks, which obviously isn't ideal. He'll miss a couple of games. Hopefully back for the PSG game, very end of the season. The medals have been handed out for the French Cup win. I think our best before that was probably said it on the graphic, a semi-final to Rennes with Nice. That was our best chance before what just happened there. But really, really good to win it. Of course, something we needed, something we've done. They've had quite a few winners, actually. Lille have won it, Leon have won it, of course, PSG in there a few times. Nims won it last year, though. A little bit surprising. Probably should have been a competition we won last year based on that. Who knocked us out last year? I can't even remember. It's a distant memory, viewers. It was Nims. Penalties as well. They actually went on to win it, so we lost to the holders. I mean, that's not too bad. And this year, though, we are the holders. But look, there's a big prize already won. There's another prize there to be won. It's 6 days to go. Vafsi, 4 games to go in the league. I imagine PSG are going to get the business done in their game. They're playing on the Sunday. We'll take a look at this now, actually, as we stay with it. We'll just see if they do what's expected of them. If Dijon want to do something miraculous, then I'm absolutely in favour of it, because we need PSG to drop points at some point. Today would be as good a day as any to make that happen, as, I think the games have happened. They've not come through as results yet, though. As, I don't know. Are we going to find out? I hope we're going to find out. Let's take a look here. They haven't played. Oh, it's a Sunday. It is the Sunday. When do they play? The 25th. Oh, it's, no, it is. What's going on here? Do they play later? What's happening? No, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, viewers. Sorry, it's now. I was all over the shop there. I didn't know where I was, what was going on. As PSG win 3-0. The whole conversation's irrelevant. There we are. Still 4 points ahead. We still need them to drop points. Of course, we've got another match day weekend coming up very soon. They've got Champions League games against Bayern with Monaco in the middle. So, yes, good. Like that. Okay, well, maybe that gives us a chance then. Of course, we'll return then in a few days' time for this game against Rafsy. I'll see you in just a moment. I'm turning the fan on. It's hot. I'm wearing a hoodie. I've made mistakes. All right, then. We're back. And as you can see, I've come to the Saturday game, and we've got a suspension, 2 suspensions, and a couple of injuries. No, the other way around, man. A couple of suspensions and an injury. It's very... There's lots of red there, viewers. It's like a blur to me. The changes, though, luckily for us, are pretty straightforward. Byrne's going to come in for Akiza. Ruiz is going to step out for Emmanuel, and then Ortiz comes in up top. And at right back, we've got the option to bring in Crispin, who's played there for us in numerous Europa games, so definitely a consistent member of the squad. Diallo can find his way to the bench, as can Galifi. And we're happy. Right, happy? Very happy. Let's see how we do then. Of course, the team you're very familiar with at this point. Hopefully they're going out and do their business. It's a Ligue 1 game. Do PSG play at the same time as us? They do. They play Monaco. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff. I've got all of that worked out at this point, viewers. Obviously before I was a bit of a shambles. Right. Here we go then. It's a very warm day today, viewers, isn't it? And I've decided to hoodie up, viewers, as a form of protection from Vafsy, we'll assume. Why not? I should say, by the way, for anyone that is confused, I am fully aware that their name is not Vafsy and they don't go by Vafsy. That's what I've decided. VAFC would have been massively closer. But here we are then. Marseille versus Vafsy in a game that we have to win. I always want to keep up what happens elsewhere in the game. Of course, we're probably going to have a vague idea of what happens here. So let's go on the latest scores. Monaco PSG. If there's ever a time for PSG to drop some points, it's now to Monaco. I will say, and I sort of looked this up as Ortiz has got a big chance early on. It'd be a good time to score in Dars. Paco Ortiz, his 11th goal of the season. What an acquisition that man's been. I saw at the start of the season, then Monaco's side, not very good. They're 20 points behind us as things stand right now. They are not a good footballing side this season. They're very old. They've got a very thin squad comparatively. The players that they lost from out of contracts and things like that were not replaced by good players coming in. They're very much still like a top 6 side. As you can see, they're actually 6th, in fact, in France, but they are way off what they've been previously. So if they can do something magical here against PSG, I'll take back all of those horrible things I've just said, and I will reward them with doing a save with them in 10 years' time. That's very, very fair. I need this. Why would you do it? Let him shoot. He's not going to score. It's a penalty, viewers. Obviously, it's a penalty. Who's stepping up? Crick. I guess that's how you'd say it. Similar to that. Can we do the business in goal? We cannot. It's 1-1. And our goal has been cancelled out. Essentially, 17 minutes gone. Robert Kukik. Yeah, that'll do. With the penalty. And, so 1-1. Not ideal. See, what's worse now today, viewers, is if... actually, no, can we draw it? No, not really. We need to win and they need to lose. Because otherwise, their goal difference is 12 better than ours, as things stand. So that is quite a lot for us to try and turn around. As he says, has he really just got himself sent off? Has he? Has he? He has, viewers. He's been sent off. Has disgraced himself on the world stage. I guess you take... Blimey, this is actually quite tough. I'm going to take Ludwig off. I don't like to take off. The ordinary thing to do is to take this guy off. But I don't like to do that. I'd rather have a threat out wide still. So Ludwig is going to be the man to come off. We're going to bring in Hernandez to come in and play at the back. He's going to play as a central defender on defend because that's what he likes the most. And hopefully it doesn't affect things. If they start to attack that side a lot, then I am going to panic as they're on the ball there. If they could also go down to 10 men, that'd be fantastic. Lejeune's ball to Ortiz, though, very, very good. Good big chance. Big save as well. Not quite the ticket for us as, this is a danger here. Free kick, though. Byrne. 37 minutes gone. Big chance. Lejeune puts it in. That's what we're talking about. Back on winning terms, as I think PSG have scored. Have they? 87 points? That looks like it to me. Monaco, do me a favour. I know I said some horrible things, but do me a favour. Ball played in. Hernandez just come on. Knocks it down for Lejeune. We'll stay balanced. Does not really need to change too much here. Oh, we need another goal, though. That's the problem. We need another goal, get safe, and then just hope that Monaco do something at home to PSG, or PSG, as I like to call them. Crispin there goes close. Makes it 3-1. I think all these teams here have become less important viewers at this stage, so we'll focus on the top 6. We need Monaco to do us a big favour. Crispin, down to Byrne. Ball played across. It's decent, but it's not in. At half-time then, Marseille 2, Vafsy 1, and we still have a lot to do going into the second half. We've got to stay on top. 10 men, of course. As you can see there, Ivanov's with the goal for PSG. And we need Monaco to do us a favour. A draw is all right. A win's better. I guess the bigger deal, though, we have to win this one. Otherwise, the title this season, like the final game of the episode, or the final episode of the season, will be nowhere near as important as Ortiz there, which we tipped onto the bar amazingly by the goalkeeper. You don't see that as a highlight very often, as it stays 2-1. Keep my eyes are sort of locked on the league table currently. As Emmanuel, you haven't. You have not. He's been sent off. What are we doing? What are we doing? Right. Well, now I've lost both wingers. I guess you just play without with them, do you? Or do you now take Burn off and continue to have a threat on one side? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Burn off. Jameki's going to play inside forward on the left-hand side now, as I just like to have a wider option to try and work things. Otherwise, you keep it so narrow, you give them so much room to play on either side. We are going to try and hold on. I am still balanced, viewers. I could go defensive, but then I think you're encouraging it. As we're now, well, we've binned this off, haven't we? We are binning this off. It's 2-2. I've got 9 men. And I don't know what the solution to this problem is. Can Crispin play can he play centre back at all? He can, kind of. Right, I'm going to do something very brave here. Diallo's coming on, Lucas is going off, and I'm actually going to play like this for the final 23 minutes because the draw is meaningless. We've got to try and win, so we need those wider options, I think, to have any chance at doing anything in the half or in the game. As it's going to go behind, is it? For not quite. Keeper just keeps it in, you swine, viewers. As 3 at the back now. This is going to be painful. We've got a 3-pronged attack, though, and that's sort of what we're looking for as the ball goes up. The midfield as well. God, we've got no players. 9 players is so rare. Oh, you're kidding me, goalkeeper. This is the day we won the French Cup and at the same time binned off the league entirely. What a wonderful day, viewers. I don't want to see it again. There's a highlight there. I don't want to see it. The only thing that gives us a brief chance here is if Monaco decide to score 2 in the next 10 minutes. We've got a chance. I mean, a point would still be nice. Ball played in. Diallo's there. Oh, it's offside, viewers. I'm so mad. Doesn't count. He was offside. We're going to see it from this angle, are we? Yeah, good. Excellent. Move on, please. Monaco. I guess I have to go positive now. Like, how can I with 9 players? I've already got that. I said there was a barrage of red, didn't I? Even more now. The chances are here, the likelihood, I reckon, is that they're going to score again. We were pretty dominant in the game, and then it's just gone to pot. 2-1 up with 10 men. I still felt pretty comfortable as they're in again here. We've made a save, but okay, the danger is now over. There's no way, is there? We need to score. Monaco need to score. It's not happening. There's a 7-point gap with 3 to go. The dream's dead, viewers. The dream is dead. Their goal difference is too good as well. Not good enough. We should have won the game. And it now means, viewers, I thought we were going to do it. I'm not going to lie, viewers. I thought we were going to do it. And it now means that with 3 games to go, we need PSG to lose them all. They're not going to, as much as I would love them to, they're not going to do that. We're now weaker. We've lost 2 of our key players. And, yeah, good. Flipping heck. I think next episode, I was going to do the final 3 games. And I'd love to be able to sit here and go, there could be a miracle, viewers. There can't be. There can't be a miracle. I need PSG, who have won their last 6 in a row in the league. They're unbeaten for a while as well. To lose to Bordeaux, lose to Nimes, and then lose to me to completely bottle the season. It's not happening, viewers. We'll definitely cover the PSG game tomorrow, and we'll probably do a bit of a season rundown because, oh, it's such a shame. I won the French Cup today. Right, viewers, I'll see you soon. With love, with care. For me, that's just the next time. I'm going to have to end it. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Enjoy it. Leave a like. Want to see more? Make sure you're subscribed. Glory Hunter's coming to the end, but we couldn't end with that one final bottle job, could it? Oh, no. Let's get the list. Well, probably not.